We sound good. Hell yeah. All right. So
Details.
so now I don't need to monitor Twitch, so I can go to my notes app.
Hell yeah.
I want to make sure I have this shit down. Okay, so number 1, welcome back to Shattered Worlds. Wait, why do I hear myself?
I don't know. Maybe it's because you're catching this microphone because you're in the
But-
next room.
You are echoey for sure.
Let
I'm
me
only
turn off
coming
my
through
mic,
one
Jeff, and
mic.
see if that.
I think the same thing that was happening to me is happening to him now.
Now I don't hear myself.
Yeah.
I turned my mic back on. Try again.
Yo. Hello. So maybe I'll have to whisper. Or I could put a towel under the door.
There you go. That is a sensitive microphone.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome to Shattered Worlds RPG ASMR.
Today we'll be playing Shattered Worlds.
It was the really big exhale for me.
Your dice are exactly where you left them.
Don't worry, there's a fire detector in there
Ah,
in case. I put a towel under, Anthony could get smoked out.
I'm sure if I'm on fire, you will be the first to know.
Okay.
I think we'll all be the first to know. Watch it happen live on stream.
So, no, there I am again. Is somebody have their headphones really up really loud? Hey.
Oh, you got real quiet, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Wait, now I can't hear it. Anthony, maybe you had turned and your headphones were like in the mic.
That might have been.
Yo, do it again. Stick your yo. No,
No,
whatever
I
it was.
think it's just
gone.
happening.
Wait, I heard it again.
There's a ghost in your house that sounds just like you.
I'd like to roll for echo.
God damn it! I can't even.
That was a 10. I wish I was lying.
I accidentally hit the unmute on the other
Oh
one.
my god.
So no need for that towel, Anthony.
I'm leaving it there.
For fun and me
For fun.
time.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Jeff.
You
yeah, your mic went dead
Just
again.
suddenly got very quiet.
Really quiet. It's
Oh,
because
now
my
you're- there you are.
this mic
Okay.
cable that I keep threatening to change.
Oh
I
my
never
god.
do.
There's a short in it.
Fuck. Okay. So we're good. You can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank the sweet Lord Jesus. So let me do my little intro
Mm-hmm.
for the Twitch streamers. What do you think? Should I stop the Twitch stream and then start it again?
No,
As if we're super
Just roll- just
professional.
roll with
At
it.
this
Let's just
point,
go,
let's just
dude.
roll through.
Dude,
This is-
you know how I am. Like by 8:30 it will be pumpkin time for me, so
yes.
let's just go.
Shattered Worlds before hours. Welcome back to Shattered Worlds. I'm your host, Jeff. I'm your lore master. That's what I'm supposed to say. And you're listening to the show and watching it too, if you're into that on Twitch or YouTube. Rachel, who are you?
Yes.
What are you playing?
I am Mistletoe, and I am a Vorak warrior bruiser, and I like cats.
Hell yeah. AJ.
What's up? My name's AJ, and I play Gale Zauber, a Zentridi magic user who is very brainy.
Mm-hmm. AJ?
AJ.
I mean, Anthony. Excuse me, Anthony.
Boy, if you don't.
AJ's so good, we're gonna have him go twice.
Yes.
I'm Anthony. I play Electo Estrender. She's an Efreet monk, wide-eyed, innocent girl searching for love in the galaxy.
Aw, ain't we all?
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's see. Oh, and Cameron Raymond is with us as a producer. So if anyone shows up tonight, Cameron could chat with you on the Twitch stream. And that way, if something I do offends you or the sound is shitty or whatever, we'll have an advance warning. Also, y'all players, cast members are free to share our shenanigans with your various social medias at any point. That might help. So I've got a few notes. This is kind of like a stand-up set. There's not a lot of details here, so I'm just going to read these, and you guys help me remember what this is about. Mistletoe Vorak shower.
Yep, she took a shower.
All right.
Important
Cat
detail
not
there.
a fan. Sorry, what?
Nothing.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
she brought the cat in with her, and the cat did not
Cat
like the
said
water.
no.
Okay,
Cat said
okay.
no, thank you.
The crew meets up and talks food.
Yes, we went to a diner and we got a news report, and then we from there we got a call from Cthulhu.
Oh, that's right. Waffle buffet.
Yes, waffle
Yes,
buffet. There was
we had
also
waffles.
lobster. It was a fucking wild breakfast.
Explosion in the superstructure.
That got us out of the diner. We ran to Cthulhu. I saw the vampire.
Last but not least, vampire lady.
Vampire later need a big scare to us in the bathroom, and we went to go to the Oak Leaf organization to learn more about vampires and also the slain. What were they called again? Goddamn,
Children of Slain.
the children of slain.
Yeah. Okay. So, as the listeners know by now, I'm using a random events table to mix things up this year. Sort of like we did in the Dirty Stinky Hole last season. That's a reference our podcast listeners might remember. So let me where is this I'll just search random events season 5. Here we go. So, and this does not mean that I don't have a tightly plotted arc ready to go in case you guys get sick of the random shit. Also for the viewers, my buddy Jose, who is on our Twitch channel, Will Start With Me, got me this rad little box and these cool dice for my birthday, October 1st.
Nice.
Libra.
Happy birthday.
Yes, thank you. Libras unite. So, mistletoe is flapping like a bat, and then you went into the followers of Long, their traveler tent. Or no, you came out of that and then saw the bats, the vampire lady, and up in the superstructure. I think one of you said you wanted to learn more about that. Maybe go up there, investigate the crime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did.
we all wanted to go do that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your first step? How are you going to get there? Are you going to talk to the authorities? You're going to call the Oak Leafs? You know.
Is there any place where we can get like disguises? Because I think we can probably disguise up Electo or Mistletoe,
Disguise them.
like as cops.
Right. Yeah.
Well, let's talk to Cthulhu. Is Cthulhu there?
Did he come out with you? We'll say
Yeah.
he's standing in the concourse.
Yeah, he came out.
Yeah.
And
Looky-looing. Oh,
so
that's right.
Miss-
He helped you corral her.
Yeah, so Mistletoe goes up to Cthulhu and said, How we get up? Should I climb? I can climb. I'm very strong. Do we climb to top?
Cthulhu listens politely and then looks at the two of you, hoping you'll help out.
We can't climb up. That would, one, draw a lot of attention, and two, I don't think we would be able to do it. Maybe you might be able to do it.
Well,
but
I can't fly. I tried. I can't fly, even if I don't know if vampire lady bit me or not. But I can't fly. So how we go up there?
Cthulhu does at that point. He's like, there are floating platforms we can rent if they're available. And then he looks up, and you see a whole bunch of looky-loos are up there now, and they maybe have rented all the available floating platforms. And the cops, I came up with a name for them. They're called the Design Safety Division, and they're all Gillimorians. I mean, there might be a few tokens here and there, but mostly Gilmorians. They have those long red jackets, cute hats. Anyway, they look really annoyed. They're trying to keep the looky-loos back. There's some reporters up there. The other way to get up there would be to access through like a maintenance hatch. And again, Oakleaf could probably get you disguises, transport, forged papers, stuff like that.
How long would that take? Because I don't think we have that much time.
Right, you just want to get right up there. Yeah, let's somebody roll something to see if you can find an available platform.
would that be
There's
like
also
perception
scooters. Gosh, what would that be?
or
I don't
investigate?
have like a resources stat. None of you are Lunari. That's like a thing they can do. It would be like Underworld, maybe. Or I could just roll a percentage, like how lucky you are. It's basically a light check.
All right. Well, light check. All right. I can work with that. I can deal with that.
So roll 10 and add your light.
Just a straight light
and-
check.
Yeah.
19.
19, that's good. So far, you guys haven't really interacted with any local business providers or whatever, other than the hotel.
So, GM, I have a question.
You
I'm really
lay it
having
on me.
trouble picturing what it is that
Oh.
Mistletoe is seeing. So, can you just because in my mind, it's just a big building, and we should be able to go inside and just go up an escalator or something. Am I wrong?
No, not at all. It's about like a kilometer wide in all directions. And
Okay,
so
say
you'd have to
what's
go away to.
what's that in American?
Oh, it's
Are-
like half a mile.
Okay, thank you.
So from here, it's like 500 feet maybe to the wall, and then it's a huge dome. So like you'd have to work
Oh.
your way up. So
Okay.
if you got plans of the building, that'd help. But yeah, I'm gonna say, when you go to the beach and there's moped rentals or whatever,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
a bunch of those. There's a bunch of red flying machines.
Okay, so
that
it's
you could
this.
fly up there.
So it's this dome,
Mm-hmm.
and
Are
and
we
the-
inside the dome and outside the building?
You're inside the dome. There's a bunch of buildings arrayed around the central part
And
of
we're
the dome.
outside of them.
So so it's buildings, concourse, Central Park, and all of that is under the dome.
Are we
So-
in the concourse?
Yeah, so you'd have to get behind the buildings to get to the edge of the dome.
And so
Or
the
go up.
dome, the explosion was at like the very top of the dome, like the nipple of the dome.
No, it was on a building inside of the dome.
I like the nipple. Okay, so say the top's 500 feet up. It's like 50 feet below the top. It's like a top ring, top
And-
floor.
Is there a building there?
That's a good. Oh, it's probably the transport hub for the central column that goes into a funicular.
Oh,
So yeah, it's like a glass bottom viewing platform where you can see space and shit.
Okay.
And then there's all sorts of entrances up there.
Okay,
so yeah,
so
you could
there's-
take one of these things, fly up there.
So there's a central column that goes up that
Mhm.
supports the dome.
It's like a space
right?
needle.
And so
Okay.
if you get to the top of that, there's like a little viewing platform.
That's your nipple.
That's our nipple.
Yes.
And that's where the explosion was.
A little bit below that, sort of in the maintenance.
So if you were
Coming around.
standing on that viewing platform and looked down, you would have seen the
Mhm.
explosion below you.
Yes. So there's a lot of people.
Okay.
You can see their little ant-shaped forms,
And
like
so-
looking down.
The explosion, did it hurt the structure at all?
I think one of you zoomed in and you got a sense that it was mostly localized. You know, it
Yeah.
sent glass into your area, and it made a big hole, but it didn't seem to damage like the top.
It didn't create any structural instability in the tower.
Not as far as you know.
In that central, from what we can observe, nothing's tipping over, people aren't falling out.
Right.
I'd
Everything
imagine we
seems to
would
be
no
more or
longer
less-
be in a resort if that were the
Okay.
case.
So
You'd be running.
how big is that central column
Oh gosh.
in terms of width? Like if I'm standing on the ground looking at it, are there doors into it?
Yeah, everything's accessible, right? It's so Space Needle's probably 200 feet wide.
Okay.
So it's pretty girthy, and then it narrows.
It narrows as it
and then
goes
Yeah.
up to the
Towards-
nipple.
towards the nipple.
Sort
Okay.
of more of an Eiffel Tower, I guess.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so a mistletoe is just going to start heading for one of the doors that goes to the inside
Okay, on the ground level.
on the ground level of the column.
Okay, so
Uh,
you're booking.
Mhm.
Missile.
What?
We still need disguises
Why?
because we are going to get caught absolutely if we go up as we are.
What? Why?
Because we are not supposed to be up there.
Why not? We're nice.
We are nice. We're also not police or maintenance.
But I see all kinds of people up there.
And they're being shooed away. We need to stay as long as possible
Why?
so we can get information.
Oh. Okay. Hmm.
I'm having
Electo.
flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks to toddlers.
I
you
was
see
one
this-
Y from throwing a uniform at her.
Why?
You see this moped rental just kind of near you, and Cthulhu walks over there. It starts dickering with the person.
All
so
right.
you have four scooters if you want to use them.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are scooters that go up, right?
Yeah, they're floaty scooters.
Cool. Okay. So, yeah, Mistletoe hops on one of those.
Wait,
And
Cthulhu.
So you still need disguises, I guess.
well, she gets a little bit off the ground and she doesn't really understand how they work, and she's very top heavy. And so she's turns over and is upside down, and then is just kind of going around in circles upside down.
Okay,
Because
we'll
it's
say
fun.
they have little loops to stick your feet in just in case you go upside down.
Well,
you're
she's
like-
strong. She can just hold on.
Yeah.
I'm doing nothing to stop this.
Oh my god. The sad part is Mistletoe is Vorax, so she conceivably would have an easier time pretending to be one of the workers than you two. So that's fun.
Provided
Yeah.
that she figured out how to ride the scooter.
Yeah, I don't think that would ever work. They're very professional, and you know.
So can she get like a manager-esque maintenance jacket, and we get like some crony looking jackets so that it looks like we roll up to her?
Hell yeah. So type in on your little spy network. You're like, we need a Vorok worker outfit and crony outfits, and you send them your measurements or whatever. So they'll
Those
arrive.
things I have on hand.
Yeah, they'll arrive soon. Cthulhu's like, just float up to your hotel room and just hang out there, and then your shipment probably arrive. It's like Amazon drones everywhere, so like Operation Oakleaf will send them to you up there.
All right. So now I
definitely.
turn Mistletoe over and start riding up.
I love that you took advantage of her misfortune to
Oh, she was happy.
wait. Okay. As you're flying up there, you see a most unusual sight. 4 Zentrite Skyriders in like glittering blue and silver armor with like fluttering half capes, sword scabbards over their backs, like clearly either a theater troupe or like a rich person's bodyguard. And they're flying around like a tall person in a red hooded robe with like a black mask on, and they've got their hands together inside their luxurious robe, and they're walking along towards you as you start flying up, and these Zentrite all like peep you guys and like seem really interested in you as you fly by.
Hi.
They don't
Mistletoe
respond.
waves. You're pretty.
Okay, bye.
So just a little bit of backstory. Zentrite Sky Warriors are like the most expensive bodyguards around. They can fly, like they have expensive gear. They're really well trained.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever that person is in red must be fabulously wealthy. So yeah, you get to your rooms. Your Amazon drone shows up, and you get your disguises out. You got all ship shape. You can chat while you dress if you want. Also, prepare any new items if you want to pull out of your bag or whatever.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot you have your taint portal.
I'm sorry, I have my what?
Your bag of holding dimensional.
Did we call it a taint portal?
A friend of mine called it in one of my other RPG.
Oh my god, wait, no, I remember this conversation. Yeah, so I go into my inventory spell. Is that what it's called? Dimensional inventory. Yes, I go into my dimensional inventory and I grab I just start looking for stuff and I can't find anything. I didn't bring anything for this possibility. I thought I was just testing some stuff.
Okay. Mistletoe.
Yes.
This is without a doubt the most perfectly fitting outfit you've ever owned. And you just look great in it. You look like a real official maintenance worker.
She's so happy.
Yeah.
Is there a pocket for her kitten? She can put the kitten in.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Awesome.
I think just to be nice, Gail put that in the specs.
Nice. Thanks, Gail.
So it's like a pale brown everything,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a prison uniform. But yeah, and then it says something like Stoneflower Island or whatever on the lapel.
Awesome. She loves it.
And Gail and Electo, are you also maintenance? Are you cops? What's your
Maintenance makes the most sense, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it would make most sense if we like just looked like we rolled up to Missile.
Cool. Okay. So you're like
Missile looks like our boss and we're her assistants.
Okay, so the assistants wear light blue, and those shitty black shoes that every working class person has to wear at at jobs where you stand a lot.
I hate that I know what you're talking about.
Like at Burger King or Wendy's or whatever. So you got those, and you get back on your scooters, I imagine, and float up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go right to the hold? Do you want to go to a maintenance entry and like work your way back?
I think maintenance entry works the best with like we have the clothes, we have if we can like get in the same elevator as someone with clearance.
Like a pop them in the head, take their card kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you float up over one of the glass railing, like curly Q walkways on the outside, and the door Star Trek's open for you, and you go in there, and it's just like, have you ever worked at the mall or met someone who had? There's these just shitty white hallways like behind every store. It's like that, and like conduits and whatnot. And you see a couple of people in light blue uniforms like yourselves. There's a teenage Lunari and with like brown hair and dark brown skin and like some sort of must be cyber eyes or some new tech. It's like gold irises that glitter.
I'm staring intently.
And the other one is which one haven't we seen in a while? I guess I have all of them. Yeah, that's all. So we'll say a Zentrite lady. She's probably in her 40s, and she's standing there like vaping, and she looks over. She's like, "Are you guys on cleanup? There's something going on. I heard an explosion."
Yeah. Cleanup. Totes cleanup.
Gail is not speaking. She's just nodding along with whatever anyone else is going to say.
Yeah, I'm Paneha. This is Rumi. And Rumi's like shrugs and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And she offers her vape to you.
No, thank you. We're actually in a bit of a hurry. Can you point us the quickest way to where the damage is so we can help clean up?
She just points off to her left.
Nice.
Right over there. Can't you hear him? And now you hear all his clanking noises. And I don't know. Imagine one of those CSI shows. You know,
Yeah.
like there's like, club noise in the background or whatever, and then like cops talking.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever. You should come back at break time. Tell us how it went.
Yeah, sure thing. And she starts walking off very quickly.
Okay,
Okay,
head down.
nice.
Mistletoe is already like headed over there.
Okay, I need everybody to roll a wind check. A bonus if you have martial arts or
You came to the
athletics
wrong
or
house.
acrobatics.
Where would I find martial arts?
It would. Oh, you must have it, right? Aren't you a fighter?
Yeah.
I think you have martial arts melee and martial arts hand to hand.
Hand-to-hand martial arts mastery. Okay.
Cool.
Okay,
So it's going to be your wind +2 plus your die roll.
And what dice am I rolling?
A D10.
Okay.
And same for the rest of y'all.
That'll be a 22. I rolled a 7 plus my 13 in wind plus 2 in acrobatics.
Okay, so let's see. So that's a 10 plus 9 is 19.
Oh, you roll 10s again.
Yeah,
Oh,
this doesn't require it. Like, I mean, it could if you wanted it to, but it's just a silly thing. Anthony, how'd you?
See, I rolled a 4. My wind is 12, so that's 16, and I have martial arts.
Okay, y'all are fine. You
okay.
realize that these corridors are designed to move you just by kind of leaning slightly forward, like one of those Segway type things that you stand on, like people stand on.
Moving
And
sidewalk.
it's like
Oh,
a
I
little
start like gliding.
yeah. So you're just like, "Pew." And the roll was if you rolled a 1, you might like trip and look dumb in front of those people. But you guys are good. It wraps around the corner, and it opens up into sort of a, I don't know, like a maintenance bay. Like it's got shield projectors and a bunch of other stuff that needs to be centralized. There's a bunch of these around the outer rim, and a lot of places one could hide a bomb. And you see the hole to your right, and like the whole superstructure with all the girders and shit that are all open down. There's like the glass layer, then there's like transparent steel layer, and then the force fields are beyond that to your left. But there's railings like catwalks. Like there's a place where you literally, if you went over the railing, could fall for hundreds of feet. Dangerous place to have a fight scene here. And yeah, you see cops standing around, like they got paper cups of coffee. They're pointing. There's somebody, and it's now that you notice, somebody is crouching and puts like a white flag, like with like a gummy stopper or whatever, on top of a slumped form. And you realize that's a body, and they're wearing a light blue maintenance uniform. You see a mop like shredded off to one side, no sign of the mop bucket. There's just spatters of blood and parts of machinery and just all kinds of jazz coming from some machine or other near the glass part of the dome to your right. And so you instantly, just looking at the scene, you see either the bomber or a poor worker came across the bomb as it went off, something along those lines. But either one probably seems most likely, unless the body was killed somewhere else, put there to like trick you or whatever. But yeah, there's 4 of those red-coated detectives, and then there's forensic people around the body.
I would like to see if I can find any like just acting like I'm cleaning up, but like really I'm looking for like particulate like cloth or anything that might have been left behind.
Okay, are you walking around or using your virtual goggles?
I'm gonna use my virtual
Spells.
goggles.
Okay. Give me a light check plus 2 if you have investigation.
I do
Or
have
tech
investigation.
sense? Okay.
Oh, that's not gonna save me though. I mean it's a 15 medium success.
Yeah. 15s are medium successes. So, let's see. You asked about bits of fabric.
Like anything that could be like an identifying marker of like who might have done this.
Oh, okay. So not just random metal debris, but like
Yeah. Like I was like when I said
something out of
fabric,
the
I was
ordinary.
thinking maybe like their coat got shred up or something.
Cool. Yeah. So past the body, near one of those railings that drops off, you can see fabric, mostly light blue, maybe an undershirt or whatever that blew off the person as they got blown up, probably.
All right.
Sort of in a misty spray behind them, or like opposite them from the bomb blast. It's obvious where the bomb blast is. And there's a bunch of scrapes and stuff on the railings behind the body, that could be just debris bounced off it or something else. But your thing tells you that there is a scrape on the top rail of the railing that couldn't be. It's too regular to be bomb damage.
All right.
Symmetrical,
Go ahead.
So is there like a lot of twisted metal and stuff around? Is there? So
Yeah.
Mistletoe starts trying to fix the building. She just starts trying to like shove girders back into place and.
Okay, do you have any technical knowledge, training of any kind?
Where would I find that?
That would be under light skills, knowledge, what other tech skills?
Yeah, well, I've got
Computers,
repair.
hacking.
I've got
There
repair
you go.
electronics and computers and perception.
Cool. So you perceive the bomb site. You see between you and it, there's a bunch of machines and pipes that have gone. It looks like a maintenance person has used fast glue or whatever to cut off any pipes that were dripping.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see where all the water went and oils and stuff. And all around those areas are things that were tossed off. Yeah, you see wires that have been split.
So she's just kind of fixing things, but she's also kind of looking for things that she would be surprised to see there. I mean, she's kind of looking for patterns in her own kind of rudimentary way.
Yeah, I mean, you're trained at repairs and stuff, and so you can see like, oh, that's an 8460, doodle datter. You recognize things by their shape or whatever. It's a lot of stock gear. But you see a little squiggly, twisty thing that one of the detectives is scanning that you don't recognize. It seems out of place. You see sort of curly Q twisted metal out from the machine that blew up. That must be a kind of either the effect of the bomb blast or part of, how some pipe bombs have like marbles or whatever. It must have had might have had little weapons that flew out.
How far from the detective is that curly metal?
Oh, he's right there.
He's right there. Okay. He's going to notice.
No, that's right. One is looking at the tube coil. The other three are just drinking coffee, talking to themselves. So you can make a beeline for the bomb blast
so she kind of goes over there and she can't help but sort of try to pat things into place where they're supposed to go. It bugs her that it's not the way it's supposed to be. And so she just kind of is going along, shoving things kind of in. And then she gets to that bit of twisty metal and there's just something about it. And so she kind of breaks off a piece and wraps it around her wrist like a bracelet.
Okay, so it's hard to pull off. It's still kind of attached to the housing of whatever it's curling off.
Can she snap it or?
You'd have to have a tool. I'm thinking if you're trained in repairs, you might carry around some.
Oh, I've got a whole
wire
suit
snips and shit.
And she got a whole maintenance crew outfit, so maybe there's some tools on there, right? She's got to have some. She doesn't have to use her teeth, right? I mean,
Did we get legitimate like maintenance uniforms with like utility belts on them, or did we get like Amazon
think-
wish list utility costumes?
What's funnier? I like tool belts. At least one tool belt for mistletoe. So you pull out your tin snips and you go, and you
Okay.
pop that off. And at the sound, one of the detectives, she's really tall, Gilmorian, with wide set eyes and like a real narrow nose and a pointy chin. And she looks down at you and she looks pissed. And she says, "This is an active crime scene."
And I act like I don't hear her, and I just keep fixing things. And I go around with the tin snips and I cut off some
Before you do another,
some bits of just like little bits of metal that are poking out that look like they might scrape somebody. So I try to make it look like I have no idea what she's complaining
so you're
about.
playing dumb. Are pretending you don't even hear her?
Yeah, I'm pretending I don't even hear her. I pretend I'm just so into my work, and I just continue to try to do things that like make it look like I don't even know what I did in terms of snipping that thing. I'm just kind of
Nice.
putting
So
things.
she does that thing where she puts her foot between you and the machine, and she's like, "Frank, get this clown out of here." So, Electo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna the three detectives standing over drinking coffee. I'm gonna head over there and I don't know, pretend I'm scanning or something for damage in the wall. Maybe got like a stud finder or whatever, and just trying to like surreptitiously listen to them talk.
Cool.
And
So
hear
you
what
have
they
a
have to
quiet
say.
tool.
Yeah.
It's not even the right tool for the job you're pretending
No, I have
to
no
do.
idea what these tools do.
So give me I don't know, what is this, like a performance?
Doesn't matter. I'm
Stealth?
just a
Do you have
combat. I have stealth. I can do a stealth roll.
to be quiet? Deception?
I think that would be more of a deception thing, which I don't have. So
So give me a fire check.
just a straight fire check.
Just -2 because you don't have.
All right.
Is
So
it
I rolled
base
an
or -2? Maybe it's base. Yeah.
Either way, I rolled a 9 and I have a fire of 10, so 19 or 17.
Hell yeah. So medium success. So yeah, I'm gonna say that one is occupied by Electo, and the other was it 2 or 3?
It was 3.
Coffee,
You said there
3
was 3 of
coffee
them.
detectives.
Coffee detectives.
So yeah, we'll say you hear a few things. So what are some things you're trying to learn?
Just what they've learned so far about the bombing, any suspects, anything unusual. I don't know, just listening, standing there with
Okay.
my holding a level to the wall like it's some kind of like an electric, the level with the digital.
So yeah, you're over here. It's like a machine that wasn't damaged outside the blast radius. It's got some crud on it. It's got a dent and some blood stains right next to the panel that you're pretending to look at. You hear one of them say, "My kid got into the advanced racquetball class." No kidding. Oh yeah. They. How about yours? Do they do any local sporting things? No, they're very bookish. And then the other guy's like, "Can we get back to the case? What are we doing here?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah." So you learn basically that
That they're proud of their kids.
well, yeah, you learn that they're proud of their kids, but basically that they haven't caught the people that were running, or that the noises they heard. They managed to stop the maintenance workers from doing any more repairs. Those pipes that were like capped off or whatever. but it took them a while to get maintenance there, which was strange. They think the bomber or bombers went over the side of the rail and down after they set the bomb, and they think the Vic was either stunned or dead before the blast. There was no scuffing of their boots or sliding and banging into stuff. It just kind of, the blast kind of rolled over it, which is probably why there's not more goop outside the body.
My
Mostly
God.
just took the shockwave and a little burning.
Well, then I'll head over to the railing and look over and
Yeah, I'm there also, right?
yeah.
Let's see.
I was just looking at the railing for that scratch mark.
You were outside the crime scene zooming in. But if you want to go into the crime scene as well, for sure. You guys like converge at the railing. So yeah. Electo, one of the detectives is like, I thought we got these guys kicked out of here. Gail, you get to the railing before anybody challenges you. And Electo, you've been spotted. Do you want to go to Gail anyway, or do you want to stop? What's your play?
Hey, I'll sort of ignore them for now. Hey, boss, I think this railing might be dangerous. We should make sure no one like falls off of. We have to be careful. It's a crime scene, but we should call Mistletoe over.
Oh, you're pulling this place is unsafe now.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have to make sure it's shored up. Okay, that's good. That's real good. Gail, you hear that as you get to the railing, and there's no structural damage concerns according to your device. But there are places where somebody must have put hooks on the top rail, either to like winch up or rope down, something like that. They're not close enough together to be like the feet of a creature or robot.
Yeah.
They're sort of, there's 4 of them kind of spaced along the railing.
If I have the vantage point from there, can I see if the area directly under or like straight ahead of it is where we were when we saw the explosion?
Say that again.
If I have the vantage point from being on the railing, can I look like down and ahead to see if like that's like if the spot ahead of us is where we were when the explosion went down?
Basically,
it's sort
what's
of
underneath the railing?
the railing is deeper down. It's like you had to go down a few steps to a lower area, so you can't actually see down the hole. You see up and across. You'd have to go back where Mistletoe is to be able to see through the hole.
Oh, so
down.
like the railing like doesn't lead like
that
they
goes
didn't-
into the superstructure of the dome. Like, so you think whoever is involved in this came up or down from sort of between the layers of the dome.
Oh,
Between
okay.
the okay, is there like a way to climb down or jump from girder to girder, or if I were to like just be insane and jump over the railing, would I be able to like
Okay, because it is a dome, it's sort of, the structure slopes out a little bit, so you could kind of Ninja Gaiden it down, not safely, but I'm gonna give it to you because you're like a martial arts type person, aren't you?
Yeah, I would be insane to do it anyway, but sure. Yeah.
There's fire exit type things and little switchback stairs. So yeah, you could easily get all the way down without getting hurt.
Right.
I think.
I basically my idea is to try to follow the path of the bombers.
Cool. Okay, so Gail points out these things, and you're like, "Oh, Oh,
I'm
we
just
should go
zooming
down
in on her with my virtual goggles.
as she goes down.
Yeah,
Cool.
as
cool.
far down as I can.
So yeah, you can point out things you zoom in on or whatever. Mistletoe, did you say you were gonna go join the group?
Um, Mistletoe. Let's see. So they basically dragged her. They called her over, didn't they? Yeah, she
Right,
goes
yeah.
over. They called her, of course. Yeah, she'll go
Okay,
over.
so this detective is like, "What are you doing? I was talking to you."
Huh? What? They want me over there. And so she just kind of, she doesn't push her, but just sort of puts her hand up. Maybe even she's like, what does this detective look like? Is she smaller than Mistletoe?
She's much smaller than you. Yes.
Oh, okay. So Mistletoe just kind of gently pats her on the head and says, "You nice," and then walks towards the uh,
How
towards her friends.
emasculating, or whatever the word is. It's not gendered. She looks up at your giant hand, and like her eyes go wide, and it's then that you realize the Vorak, even techs, must have a higher status than these designer safety cops. So she just stands there and lets you do whatever.
Nice.
So
I'm gentle with her like it's a cat. I'm treating her like she's my cat, and
Oh my god.
then just kind of doesn't even look at her as she heads towards her friends.
cool. So you clomp across the grates, down the steps, across the platform, you get to the railing. Electo, at this point, you're almost to the bottom, and you're following where, like, Gale can see, like, boot scuff marks and stuff. This layer is, like, kind of almost stone, so you can see, like, where pebbles went busting off or whatever. And yeah, they came up from the third floor. And it's from your map, you can tell it's behind your hotel. And I don't have my map handy. Let me see if I. Oh, I probably took a picture on my phone. Yeah. It's the Gillamorian. You know how this place has pedals outside
Yep.
the dome? They have these environments all catered to different people. And so it's Embassy Hotel, dome layers, and then out from where you are looking out, you can see all these like staircases and lovely water channels and stuff. Sort of can't quite make it out through the force field. And there's at every level of the maintenance areas, there's hallways and doors that go in, and then a few have catwalks across over to the outer layer that connects with that. And that's where whoever these people are maybe came from. Either, oh, how do you know it's on the third floor? I guess you see some like boot scuff marks. And yeah, there maybe the outer door, like Gale, you see a indicator that somebody went through it recently,
Okay.
like 40 minutes ago or something.
And how
So,
long ago was
Anthony-
this incident?
35.
All right.
I
So
think
we
sounds
we know
good,
where
right?
yeah. So we know where they came from, possibly how they left, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got to add some time for you're waiting for the uniforms
Yeah.
to be made.
Yeah.
So we'll say it was about an hour ago. So, Gail, I assume you tell Electo that door was used recently.
Is Electo close
Mistletoe,
enough that I can tell her that?
We can communicate with
it's
our.
like 150
Oh yeah, with our oak
feet down.
leaves.
Yeah, you got your subvocal mic
Yeah.
situation. Or it's like Star Trek. Beep, beep.
Yeah, Electo, I think this is how they got in and out.
Right. So the question is, where does this door go? Do y'all want to come down and meet me down here?
Sure, yeah, I glide down.
I mean, you don't
Glide?
have to come the same way I
Like
did.
you do the power where you like stretch your muscle fibers out and catch
This is
air.
one of my racial traits, yes.
Yes. Okay, so I don't know what, you have to like crawl over the railing.
It just kind of like
this isn't super weird like for an ordinary worker who's also a Zentradi to like pull tricks, but it's a little weird, especially in front of the cops. Mistletoe, you see Gail getting up on the railing and start.
She's so impressed. And then she goes to do the same thing because she thinks it's.
and she crushes me and I die and I roll a new character.
And she ends her life.
But she gets to the edge and then thinks.
Wait. Before you do, the railing goes.
Yeah.
And starts to like slide down.
She thinks maybe. She thinks about the kitten and decides maybe she could do it, but the kitten can't. So then she kind of backs up.
Yeah, she peeks up and she's like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh.
The cops
you
are
get
like,
down.
what the fuck?
So now,
well, luckily you're standing the other way so they can't see the kitten. But yeah,
so how
there's
can
ladders
Mistletoe get? Okay, so she gets on a ladder and just climbs down.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's sort of a Donkey Kong
Okay.
situation. Lots of stairs.
All
and
right,
whatnot.
perfect.
So you get down there eventually.
Okay.
And by the time you get down there, I imagine Gail and Electo are at the door. So do you want to do any investigating? You could talk, whatever. You're at this door.
Well, let me see what I have here. Well, no, nothing good for this, huh? Nothing very useful for this specific scenario, huh? Can I just kind of inspect the door handle? Like see if it's locked?
Yeah, you go to the hand panel or whatever, and it goes and some script comes on that you can't read. It must be sort of an encrypted communication. But it's obviously like you're not authorized to come through this door.
So it just glue red at me.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do we know so far? The bombers climbed up through the superstructure, through a doorway that they have to have special access for, right?
Right.
So it must
They
have
either
been
came in and out or just out. You're
Right.
not sure which.
So who has access to this door? Is it like maintenance or?
You would imagine.
Okay.
Gail, is there any tricks you could do to find out more about this door panel?
Would a tech sense check help?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I got rank in that.
I mean, you could just karate chop it at the end.
Oh, yeah,
I
could
could
totally-
just karate
Yeah.
chop it. I could try and karate chop it. I have no martial skills, but I could if I wanted to, and
Or
if I
you-
felt like I could.
Or you can call Mistletoe over and she'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
you're
anyway,
just coming off the stairs at this point.
that's gonna be another 22.
Hell yeah! So you're like on tapping on your holographic Fallout Boy thing or whatever, Pip Boy 2000.
Yeah.
And it's like basically says 5 people came in, 4 people went out. This hatch requires sea level clearance in an emergency B level, and it's still considered a security emergency. So, and as best you can figure, all the Vorok techs are Bs. Some of the Gillamorian designer types are Cs or above. They're all C or above. So maybe one of the cops, you could grab a card, or if you track down some other maintenance people, or if you were to hack, create your own thingy.
Anyone here got hacking?
I can hack and slash.
Does my computers and repair stuff count?
Sure. So you'll this is in Star Trek when you pull off the panel under the panel and you start diddling with isohedron chips or whatever.
I can try hacking. I can give it a
give me
shot. I don't
give me
have the skill, but if I have tech sense, I feel like I would. I also feel like messing with machinery is kind of my whole.
Oh, you got
thing.
a 22, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna make this easier for Mistletoe. It'll go down a category or whatever.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you gave her the basic gist of what needs to be done.
Yeah.
So roll a d10 there, Rachel, and add your light stat +2.
All right, so 7 + 9, so that's 16, so 18.
Cool. So with the difficulty category, it'll be a difficult success. I need a better positive thing for difficult. Like
Challenge?
groovy, challenging. Yeah.
An opportunity. It's an opportunity roll.
Yeah. Easy, medium, opportunity. It's a little long.
Do I need to roll again? That's what I'm asking.
No, you
Okay,
you
I'm all set.
you managed to get the door open. It's fine. You also are able to bypass the log, so nobody will know that you did this or went in and out. And it'll just revert to normal once you're through.
Damn straight.
Yay.
All right.
Great job. High five.
High five.
So you open
Ow.
this door. You open this door, and shots ring out.
Mm.
Outside the dome ahead of you, you're sort of in a narrow concourse, with garden plants and shit.
Are the shots coming towards us or away from us?
You think there's a lot of echoey surfaces where you are, like big glass panels and things. But you think it's coming forward and to the left between two
Okay, so then
habitats.
Mistletoe puts herself in between her and her tiny little friends.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You hear all these...
Go.
There's four shots and then they're done.
Did we do that? Did we do that by opening the door? What do we do?
Let's go see.
So
This might be our bomber.
the shots have stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mistletoe still has her arms out. You're going to have to... She's not paying attention to you at all. She's just still in protection mode.
Can I tumble between her legs?
Sure.
Yeah.
My
Or
legs
Jumble
are...
between her legs.
Yeah,
do that martial art thing where I run up the side of the wall and then flip over.
my
the top
legs
of her
are
head?
I love that.
spread,
Sweet.
almost squatting to... Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you what's that movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones? You do that over one of her legs and tumble down the road. and you can see around this curved glass panel with all this beautiful art and shit. There's sunlight coming down, artificial sunlight. And you see one of the bullets has pierced the side of the habitat past the corner. And you're pretty sure the trajectory has it coming from the right. So basically down the next hallway around the corner to your right.
Okay. I keep running down the hall. I try to keep awareness, so that I'm
So
not surprised. Keep my combat
You don't want to
awareness.
go into the line of fire.
Well, there's no more shots right now, right?
Right. But like theoretically, whoever that was might still be there.
Okay. So you said there's like plants and planters and stuff around.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll
These
slow
big
down.
glass, sloping dome situation, and
Right.
yeah, plants everywhere.
I'll slow down and use stealth. Kind of sneak
Cool.
between the plants.
Cool, Gail.
I want to run up and catch up to her.
Sure, you're there. She's.
Check. Is there any way that I can like peek around a corner real quick?
Oh wait! First, you have to convince Missile to let you pass.
No, when Mistletoe saw Electo go between her legs, she did almost a quick like spin, like what the hell happened, just kind of turning around. And
Nice.
so that's probably enough for Gail to
Cool.
Yeah.
So
glide
you guys arrive
around her. Yeah.
I also
You
imagine
arrive
she's
at Electro.
much slower than me.
She's much taller, or like a little bit taller at least. And I was talking on the stream last time. I went over the rules and stuff, things I want to change, and one of them was speed. Like I might just do like a D&D thing where it's like everybody goes the same speed.
I don't think she's slower, but she's more easily confused, and so
So it takes a bit for the
it
duh
just
to
the
pass.
processing to catch up, because she's in protect mode and all of a sudden they all ran
Right.
away, and so then she'll go chasing after you two.
Nice.
You can also
So
take
you-
my 39 speed from my cold dead hands.
So you arrive to see Electo vanishing into the shadows. Electo, do you want to do a stealth check?
Yeah, I already did. I rolled a 10 and then a 1, so that's 11.
Nice.
My stealth was 2, and I have it's wind 12. So that is 11
23.
23. Yeah. 25.
That's an epic success, which means that you get to help me describe this. You move between the dome side and the plants until you get to a huge water feature that comes down off the side of the habitat. And it's one of those waterfalls that like goes out a little bit. And so you can see like there's an alcove inside there, like a Last of the Mohicans waterfall readout kind of thing. And a perfect place to hide as you come to the who you think might be the shooter.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of
And, yeah, you can
channel my
describe it.
mystic arts and sort of just fade into the wall.
Nice.
Into the waterfall. Like I am one with the water. I'm one with the wall.
Do you get wet at all, or is it like so? Just
I'm not that
fine?
advanced. These powers just happen because I get lucky. Like I know about
Nice.
them in theory. So yeah, I'm totally getting wet. So
So you get enough wet to like make it look kind of cool and sexy. You know? It's like a light misting. Gale and Missile, do you want to stealth with Electo?
Sure.
Okay, roll d10s.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an 8. Do I add anything to that?
Yes, this is your wind.
Okay.
Or should this be shadow? I can't remember. Electa, what is it? Anthony, what does it say on the sheet?
I
there?
have stealth as wind from the rule book.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so that's
Um,
a 17 for me.
17, Gail.
It will be a 21.
Hell yeah.
Such a stealthy
So-
crew. Ninjas.
So I'm just gonna say basically missile has to go a little slower. Gail, you arrive at the waterfall, and if you want, you can also do a light misting sneak into the alcove. But you can see Electo in there, and you see the vaguest impression of a person, sort of through the water. And Electo, you can see some jittery looking light blue suit workman is holding a light machine pistol and is like looking all in all directions, looking spooked, and a little blood is trickling from one of their pant legs, and you could see some darkening along their left leg. Like maybe it's bleeding under the pants, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't want to resort directly to violence, but I have so much Ignacio left in me.
Ignacio, fuck you up.
Anthony, what was your idea?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you what you think we should do. I guess I could just try to move a little closer without being detected.
Okay. And
when I get
yeah.
close enough, disarm.
Nice. Okay, so you slide out of the waterfall. You go behind a shrub. You work your way past the fancy white sort of roving hallways has transformed into sort of a goldish cobblestone with like perfume freshening lichen sort of spreading along the thing. It's genetically engineered plant life that's doing cool shit. You see like irises blooming and then turning into origami swans, or just but this is your bonkers garden. And this person is slowly inching backwards into the shrubs sort of kitty corner. This is like a 3 exit intersection, and so they're moving sort of to the left, I guess, in this Y. And you could run across the cobblestones to them, or you could, I mean, you're gonna have to cross the path to get over there.
Yeah. So I'll tumble over there and try to strike his gun hand so he'll drop his gun.
Nice. All right. This will be a contested martial arts check. You can't possibly not hit this person.
No, I rolled the 7, so I think I'm good.
7 plus your
Wind of 12 or
12,
Earth of 11.
19.
Take your pick.
Yeah, we'll go wind. Are you doing like a takedown? Or are you just doing straight damage?
I just want to disarm him. So
Cool.
I mean, I could.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you end up twisting him around and twisting one's elbow, and the gun comes out. You hit the wrist. Gun skitters across the cobblestones, and you see this workman has sort of black goggles on and a black skull cap. Gillamorian,
So it's like a liquid suit plus the workman's coveralls over it. And he's very gaunt, and you see like gold ringlet type curls behind his neck, like inside his suit. He looks haunted. He's got some interesting tattoos along his left eye that have kind of a rock motif, with a river and like a blade. This is all abstract, but it's that kind of vibe. And he's got these piercing blue eyes, and he looks like freaked out. He might be on drugs, real spooked.
Hi, what you shooting at?
Gale.
Yeah, no.
You
The
see
second
this-
I hear Electo talk, I think I'm running right up to her.
Okay. Yeah, you're up there. Do you want to hold your action? Do you want to engage the I can't say prisoner because you don't have him in custody, but the suspect?
I think what I want to do is kind of like I don't know how I visibly present this to him, but I have the offensive wind power mastery. I kind of want to like hold a blast and like just intimidate him like that.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I won't make you roll for the spell, but give me an intimidation roll. And I'll give you +2.
This is the like third time in a row this dice has rolled an 8. What stat is intimidate?
That'd be fire.
All right, so this
Although-
isn't that great. So like 17.
17. Yeah, it's no. He is fucked up on drugs and spooked. I'll take a little for that. So I think you don't beat him, but it's close.
Okay.
He's gonna do something. Mistletoe, you can run through the waterfall, I guess, and get there. Or you could go
Sure.
around it. Either way.
Yeah, she runs through.
Looks awesome. It's just totally glistening. Sunlight hits you just right. And you
Does that
don't
intimidate him?
you don't slip and fall down. You come out of the green belt across the yellow brick road, and yeah, you can try to spook him. You can take him down. Say
Yeah,
hi, whatever.
I just tackle him.
Hell yeah.
And
So
he
give me
dies.
so this is an earth check, and I think you have a lot of martial arts hand-to-hand
Yeah.
skills. You
So
might
I-
have takedown, grapple, punch.
Okay, so I rolled a 5. I've got Earth. It says 12/13.
12/13. Let's call it 13. I think you got a bonus for something.
I have hand to hand. I have Rolling Thunder, Charge Strike.
Oh, that Rolling Thunders. If you take somebody down, you can move on to the next closest.
Oh, okay.
enemy.
How about Charge Strike? Does that?
Chart's right. That takes a turn to build up power,
Oh, okay.
and then you bap them next turn.
Melee
That's pretty intimidating.
arts. Basic Strike.
Sure. So it's just base. You take him down. So
Okay.
13 plus 5, 18. He gets to defend. Yeah, you take him down. He's like, oof, half in the grass. Back hits a rock.
Should have gone with the blast.
So you're on top of him.
Mhm.
Next turn you can apply pressure or whatever. And it's his turn. He can't knee Mistletoe in the nuts.
Mm-mm.
So
Can't knee any of us in the nuts.
I think he's gonna wriggle and try to get out from under. He does bad. He can't get out of your zone, and he's cursing up a storm. He's like, "Fucking goddamn! Who are these ladies? Shit! Fuck!" But what's weird is he has a really strange accent. None of you have heard this accent before, except maybe if you roll good on a knowledge check. What would this be? Media, news junkie. You know what I mean? Like, does any of you pay attention to the news?
My knowledge powers are in arcane and planes.
Yeah, no.
I am almost sure Mistletoe does not watch the news.
So yeah, you've never heard this accent before. It feels like it's almost like for us like Old English or Gaelic. Like it's really different. But speaking the common tongue, whatever we call it, galactic, I guess.
So he's
And now
not
it's-
speaking a language we understand.
He, as far as you know. Yeah. And now we're out of combat, I think. Well, no, he hasn't given up yet. So let's go to Electo.
Okay. Seeing that Mistletoe seems to have him covered, I will cast about and see if I can see who he was shooting at.
Nice. Okay. It's well across the way, down between the gardeny shrubs. Give me I guess it'd be a perception check unless you actually go all the way to where he would have been shooting.
I rolled a 1, so I got nothing. So I'll start to and start to walk.
Okay,
out.
so you follow a false trail well out of the area, essentially. So we'll go to Gale. Do you want to intimidate some more? Do you want to try to hurt him?
I walk up to him and I start saying, "This very large lady can stay on you for an indeterminate amount of time." I'm sorry, let me repeat that. This large Vorak lady can sit on you for an indeterminate amount of time, or you can tell us what we want to know. And then I cast Compel.
Yes. All right, roll that d10. Ooh.
Ooh, that's not as good of a roll. Ooh. So, well, the good news is my shadow is also ridiculous. So that is a 16 plus the 2 for Compel, which is 18.
Okay, so here's the deal. I rolled really high. But
Goddamn.
like RP wise, what happens is you extend your will, you summon your magical whatever, you mutter your incantations, however that goes down, and you feel it working, and then he looks over at you and gives you this furrowed brow like I don't know. And Gillamorians are often known for being resistant to this kind of thing. It's hard to affect their emotions most of the time. Or that's the rap anyway. And this guy like somehow is able to block you. No problem. But he's mad at you for trying.
That usually works.
Mistletoe, do you want to grapple him? Talk to him? What do you want to do?
Mistletoe puts her hands around his throat and says, "You don't have to talk. I can just squeeze, and you no talk no more, okay?"
Oh my
Okay.
god!
This will be a contested roll. Give me an earth check. Oh, man. He's rolling good today.
That's 15.
Okay. This motherfucker gets 2 fingers between your hand and his neck before you can press the advantage, slips out to one side, trips your left foot, spins, tweaks your elbow, and then pushes you into a tree and leaps backwards and gives the two of you this like, I'm ready to fight look, and then bolts for the gun. And Mistletoe, you tumble
Okay.
comedically.
Sure.
And it's his turn. He grabs the gun and runs away down to the right, around the corner.
Any chances is towards Electo?
Unfortunately not. Electo went basically left.
Do
From
I have
here.
time to like fire off a shot at him? Maybe try to trip him?
He took his double move, so he's around the corner by the time your action comes around. But you could chase him with a single move probably and get a
Yeah, for
shot.
sure. I'm gonna chase this dude.
Okay, cool. So you come around the corner and you see these 2 heavy metal walls just go Mario Kart, Bowser's Castle kind of deal, like, and pebbles and shit are coming down. The walls are about 10 feet high, and you think they're, in the event of a security emergency, they're high enough to like maybe stop a mech, that kind of thing. Between 2 habitats, and you're at another Y. That's to the right. You could go left. And yeah, that's where you are. You're kind of skidding to a stop in front of this wall, unless you want to go left.
And I don't see which way this dude's gone.
Oh, he surely went through the security doors.
Oh, and those closed in front of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go left and see if it like loops around or anything.
Cool. Okay, so you're going. Now you guys are on a fucking wild goose chase. Mistletoe. You could get up and chase after Gale if you want, or whatever.
Well, she's confused. That wasn't supposed to happen. And she's still just kind of replaying in her mind. And so part of her is still sort of like, well, I had my hand there and now he's gone. So she's looking for her friends. She sees them taking off, but she's not as close to them as she would be if she was a little quicker on the uptake. So she's kind of galumphing after them, but kind of a ways behind.
Okay, cool. So you come up, you just see these closed security doors, but you're not sure if they went that way or down the path to your left.
She just wants to bust the door down because she's frustrated and mad. So if there's an obstacle, she's going to try to go through it for sure.
Okay. Are you doing like a shoulder bash or a punch or a kick?
Full on just like doing a running in the shoulder and.
Okay, so we'll have to make this will be damage.
Okay.
So give me let's just be a damage roll. So 2d6.
Okay.
And re-roll 6s and add the result.
All right, so that's a 5.
Okay. It mostly hurts you. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
And the door shakes. You hear a security go, and the doors start to open.
Okay.
And through here is dark. There's no artificial sunlight, so there must be a roof. And you see 3. Oh, it's kind of smoky and misty. And you see 3 beams of lasers go through the smoke and like to either side of you from the dark.
Okay, she
And
She
that's
goes
where we'll leave it.
flat onto the ground.
That's awesome. Mistletoe drops, and yeah, these laser things are trying to find you, and the music swells, and our team is split up. Gunmen on the loose,
Here we go.
and a wall panel advertising thing goes and lights up the whole area to your left, and it's like the face of this kind of androgynous figure, sort of green and black, is close to the camera, and she looks directly in your eyes, Mistletoe, and she says, "Are you ready for action?" And then you see this nightclub burst into life around her. And there's confetti
my
and like
God.
fucking swirling lights and shit. And you realize you're being encouraged to go visit the Zoom Body nightclub.
Awesome.
Great cap off.
That's it.
All right.
We did it.
All right, yay.
Yeah.
How did, likes and wishes, how did you feel?
Oh God, that
Anything
was so
anything you
good.
liked? Now's
Yeah.
your chance to praise your friends' role playing. Whatever. I'll start, I guess. I really enjoyed the way you guys work together on the railing and the scaffolding, and then just working around the detectives the way you did. I feel like our collab was very, I don't know, I got a real sense of the room. The
Yeah,
vibe.
I feel like we investigated pretty good as far as like that could have gone much worse than it did.
Especially
And the
considering
cops
none
just-
of us are investigators.
Yeah. And you had that great idea to be like, oh, there's structural danger. So the cops were just like, oh, fuck that. I don't want any part of that.
No, that was good. I liked what
Yeah.
everybody did. I felt like I feel like the characters are learning to work so well together that
Mhm.
that I can't really single one person out because each action helped somebody else do something cool. So
Yeah.
The
that was
tackle
neat.
choke was very cool though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, man. Just coming all wet across the road.
squish, squish, squish.
Oh, man. I rolled a legendary success on his counters, so he was
Mm.
able to.
I just figured
Flip
he
and
was
burn.
some kind of crazy ninja like on Angel Dust.
Yeah, it wasn't ninja-like exactly. It was more like a very well-trained soldier.
Mm.
Like, I don't know, maybe Israeli military.
And
kind of
she
vibe.
was covered in water. Maybe that made her a little
Slippy.
easier to.
a little slippery.
Corroded a bit of the material.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And we're three very chaotic characters that are working pretty well together considering we're all very impetuous.
I
So,
love that Gail
appreciate
just
that.
got over the railing and was like, wee.
Why would I have any use for stairs? What's the point?
Yeah, I love
My-
this chaos.
My previous character, who was a Zentradi with no wings, is very jealous.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am quickly turning into a pumpkin, so I'm gonna say thank you. And
Okay, I'll give your plugs, I guess, so you can
dip out or whatever, unless you want to do
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. And as usual, just surprise me next time. And that works for
Oh,
me.
wishes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
wishes.
surprise you.
That's the
Yep.
next thing. Let's see my plugs. If you're listening to this in the future, please buy my Shakespeare Encyclopedia of A Midsummer Night's Dream. If you're not listening to this in the future, then you're going to have to wait till January of 2022. And if you're a Shakespeare nut like I am, then come join my Shakespeare discussion forum on Facebook, where I post Shakespeare memes all day, every day. Bye.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, folks.
Yay.
Good seeing you.
It's a pleasure, always. Bye.
Bye.
Hell yeah. Rachel's also on Foolish Wits with me. Oh, I gotta change the screens here. Hold on a minute. Oop, that's not the one.
Do, 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 do.
Get it together, Jeff.
Vamp for me, guys. Talk about your
Well,
what's
go
going
ahead,
on.
AJ. Give your plugs. I don't have
Yes,
any, so-
plugs. I am AJ_Janeros. That's GANAROS over on Twitter. I also have another TTRPG podcast, an actual play of Kids on Bikes. We are doing an anthology series called Christmas Tide, Ohio, where we play a bunch of children inside of a Christmas town solving like Hardy Boy / Nancy Drew style mysteries.
Sounds great.
And it's getting real spooky. It's we're ending the season that we are on. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of where we're at, where we're recording, we are with the episodes that are out right now. We are just getting like into the meat of the season, so there's a lot more to come. It's going to be great.
There's a lot of meat, you guys. Get ready for it.
So much meat.
Deal with the eggplant emoji.
We got all Arby's over here. So much meat.
Hell yeah. Anthony, any plugs or whatever?
I need to get a life. You can find me on Twitter, where I told and share dad jokes at DOKTORMOD, Dr. Mod, at twitter.com.
Hell yeah. Well, you know, I'm Jeff. So that's cool.
Very cool. Hi, Jeff.
I also do Foolish Wits with Rachel. It's a podcast on Anchor, Spotify. It's going to be on all the other things now. Also, you can find it on the feed over at Everything Is Awesome. That's the show I used to do with Casey. I did it with Rachel for a little while. It's still there. You know, I might do some book, movie criticism or whatever. Anybody that wants to come on and talk about bullshit, that's where we do that. You both have been guests. You're welcome back anytime.
Anytime.
And then The War for the Tower, which is my actual play set in the world of Stephen King's Dark Tower, which is a ton of fun. This season is on a Kentucky riverboat in 1873, and there's cannibals. There's a creepy boat captain that might have tentacles. It's a whole bunch of great stuff happening over there, and but it's a much less racist 1873. I made real certain. I was like, I'm not gonna full Stephen King this. This is a podcast, so
Who are we? H.P. Lovecraft?
That's right. I'm updating it a little bit, which is kind of the point of the show, to take The War for the Tower, which made a few odd choices near the end. Or, I mean, the Dark Tower series made some stuff happen at the end of that series that this show kind of like takes a different tack. So I guess that's it. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter at SWRPGpod. You can shoot us an email, shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. Man, I think that's it. Do you guys? We could do a button on the episode. We could
crack some goofs.
I'm good. I'm good.
Shrug.
Yeah.
Shrugs all around.
Shrugs. Time for shrugs. It's shrug
Thanks.
time.
I'm leaving tomorrow for a week-long meditation retreat. So silent retreat in the woods. So I probably should get home and get prepared for that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you,
Thank
listener,
you.
Thank you.
viewers. We'll catch you in 2 weeks.
Peace.
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 Did you say Greece?
Greece.
Yes, absolutely. Greece.